working on these bandsaw boxes. We got a bunch here that need further sanding, and we got a couple here to unglue, get their initial sanding done. So let's do that right now. Looks like I glued the, that's okay. There we go. Yeah, stay tuned, dude. We'll get a bunch done tonight. We'll hang out. It'll be good times. I have to make 30 of these. I have to make 30 of these in the next less than 2 weeks. By December 7th, I need 30. I have 5 completed, and I have about 7 that are getting there. So, gotta get all these done by December 7th. And I'm starting to feel like we might be able to do it. I think that the last couple of days I felt really pressured to get it done and stressed out about it. And as a result, I think that's made me make mistakes. So the goal tonight is going to be to chill, take my time, and have a good time doing it. That's the point, right? Let me see here. I just got to pull up the stream so I can see the chat. There's the chat. Hey, what's happening? Let's grab this guy. Let's got this one. We've got this thing. I realize I need to move my overhead light because lighting's not super great on here. That's something I'll get after this weekend, dude. For now, I'm kind of just focusing on getting these boxes made. Welcome, welcome. I love these little Irwin clamps. So if anybody from Irwin is ever watching this, sponsor me. Send me a whole bunch of clamps. I'll plug you all the time if you do. Oh, we got this one too. That's looking better. Where are we at here? So this one's drawer is this one. Boop. This needs to be sanded down. Cool little shape though. Somebody will like that. This drawer goes to this dude, but this dude needs its back glued on. So we'll get that going. We'll get that going right now. It's only Tuesday and it feels like a long week, dudes. Working these 12-hour shifts is pretty wild. But it's nice to get off work and come out here to the shop. Chill. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Yo, what up, Alexis? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. Just kind of going to glue this back on this one and get to sanding. How you doing out there, Alexis? Oh, that sucks. We're good. I just worked another 12-hour day and the wife's still working. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm going to try to, I know I have a huge deadline with these, but I'm going to try to like chill out and not feel like super stressed and pressured about getting them done. That's my goal for today, is to just chill out. I can get one more on there, huh? Right here. Snap the heck out of this one, dude. Ain't going nowhere. Okay, where were we here? We need to get these ones sanded. Oh, that's sanded to 120. These are the 120, 120. So we need to get these, this one, and this one sanded to 120. And that one, and this one. So this one's going to go to the bandsaw. This little guy. Kind of looks like a little Among Us dude or whatever, dude. Anyways. I'll be right back. I'm going to head over to the belt sander.
Right over here.
The bandsaw. The bandsaw is this saw here. And it's called a bandsaw because the blade is actually like a big circular band that goes on these wheels. And it's just like rotates in a circle. This is the bandsaw. And so it's a primary ingredient for a primary tool for making the saw box. Yeah. All right, so I think this one's sanded. Oh, the drawer. There's this one. Yeah, I just want to get the glue. This one's already pretty well sanded, but I did re-glue it, so I want to just get this glue off. So this is Lexus. This is just like the first sanding with the rough 80 grit. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the like where I glued the back on. I'm just getting that to all line up and just kind of using the sander to shape it. And then when I go over it. But yeah, when I get to the finer grit sand, I do it by touch as much as sight, because you can really feel where it is. Be right back. I'll go over here to this sander. I'm really stoked about how this one's turning out, dude. I like that. I like the look of this one a lot. Yeah, it kind of looks like a tree stump, you know, like, and with those natural like crevices and stuff. Super dope, dude. I am excited about this one. This might be another one of those ones where I end up keeping it instead of selling it. Dude, even the crack in the drawer, dude. Sick. Like matches the crack right there. Sick. Yo, what up, Mike? How you doing, bro? Mike, I know you were interested in looking at those burl ones, dude. Here's one of them. And then here's the other one. This one, dude, these ones are actually significantly heavier than the other one. This is a dense wood, but anyways, yeah. Check that out, dude. So sick. Hey, everyone in the chat, just want to say thanks for stopping in. We're trying to hit 500 followers and then 1,000. Once we hit 500, I'm going to make a new mallet out of walnut and give it to a subscriber. Also, since Mike's here, Mike's a good friend of mine. He has a little passion project that he's working on that are these super cool shirts that he makes, and then he takes the portion of the proceeds and he gives it to like land conservation organizations. So, Mike, if you want to throw your link up there to your Instagram where you're selling those shirts, dude, they're super dope shirts. I got one. And he gives the money to a good cause, which is helping to preserve public lands, which are, as you know, are in peril. Anyways, I'm going to get back to sanding, y'all. Mike, don't forget to throw your link up there to your shirts, dude. That's going to look so wild when it's oiled. Yeah, no problem. Mike, thanks for doing that, dude. Thanks for coming up with that project and stepping up, Mike. check this grain. I don't know if you can see it that well. When this gets oiled, this is going to be insane. This is going to be totally insane. Hey guys, I pinned Mike's message there, so if you get a chance, go over there and check out those shirts and the deal that he's doing over there. This is super smooth, and oh man, I can't wait to oil this one. The grain is just incredible. It's like the grain is going every direction at once because it's burl, so it's amazing. I just want to say thanks to everybody that's tuning into the channel. I have less than 2 weeks to make about 30 of these boxes for this craft fair in Napa. And I got 5 completed, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 almost completed. So what's that? That's 12. So basically I have 18 more to go. We'll finish these and then 18 more to go. I'll be right back in a second. I'll give you guys a chance to go ahead and subscribe. But I gotta go. I'm gonna go bust up this piece of obsidian that I have and try to get some good little chunks for a drawer pull. I guess I could just do that on the bench. Perhaps. It doesn't feel safe. There we go. Getting some little pieces here. Okay. Kind of wanted a little bit bigger chunk to work with. But that's a little too big, I think. Something like that, maybe, guys? For the drawer pull. Yeah, it's a handle. What do you think, Nikki? That size? Or maybe sideways? You don't think the obsidian looks good? Would it look better on this? I find this, there's a spot like down the road from my house where there's this obsidian just coming out of the ground over there. Pretty cool. One of the benefits to living on a volcano, I guess. All right, let me see here. Should I use a chunk of the same? Should I use a chunk of the same wood as the drawer pull for this one? Or should I use a little walnut? What do you think? A little walnut? I don't necessarily like the walnut. What if it was like a way gnarlier piece of obsidian, though? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cobb Mountain's a volcano, and it's like you can see it. You can see it from the house, and then the hill we live on is like a big lava cap. This is kind of sketch busting these up like this, I think. It's right on the ground. Oh, that was way better, dude. Dude, that doesn't. This might look pretty dope. It's really fucking. That's like a razor sharp piece right there. Yeah, I don't have the setup to cut rocks. This actually doesn't. This might not look bad. What about that? Is a drawer pull pretty flat? Should glue up nice. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it with this one, guys. And we can save these little pieces of obsidian. Where are we gonna put them, dude? Oh shit, we could put them in a drawer of one of these boxes now. We're gonna move this over here. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, and we're going to give away a wooden mallet that we're going to make for you. Okay. We need the glue. I'm going to see how this one comes out first. Okay, it needs to be cut. Oh, that's super nice, dude. Did you guys know you could get activator for super glue? And you spray it on and it instantly cures the super glue? Pretty cool, right? Okay, so if we put it vertically, there it is vertically. But I think horizontally might be better because it kind of follows the line of that fissure. I'm doing that. Okay, buddy, get right there. Bam. I don't know if I want to get the activator on that. Yeah, we'll let that sit for a minute, dude. I don't want to sand sand off the fucking activator shit. All right, guys. Once that super glue hardens, this one will be ready for the oil. Maybe we'll oil this one up at the end of the stream tonight so we can take a gander at this beauty. But for now, we're going to get back to sanding. That's already at 120. 120. 120. Not 120, not 120. Look at this grain right here, dude. What? What? I think most of the time you just got to kind of get out of the way and let the wood tell its own story, you know what I mean? Like, look at that. Yeah, dude. That is a sweet box, dude. What is that? Dude, with the grain going through it, dude? Yeah, totally. That's what I'm talking about, Alexis. That's fucking epic, dude. Kind of wanted to just clean up the inside of this a little bit. Then we have this guy. This one also has some pretty interesting grain, dude. See how our Obsidian drawer pull is working out? Oh, dude. Piece of a volcanic glass for the drawer pull. Whoop, whoop. Oh no. In person it doesn't look like a raisin, it looks like a big raisin. Well, I got good news, guys. I only have these 3 more to finish sanding. Then I can get drawer pulls on those. And then they can get oiled. But what time is it? 8 o'clock. Hey, if you're just now tuning in, don't forget to subscribe so you can hang out in the shop with us every night. I think no matter what, at the end of the night, I'm gonna get this one oiled because I want to see it. Like I'm excited. I'm super excited about this one. You got the little pot belly one. No, we need that one. Why is this one not sticking, bro? I think that was my last piece of 120, dude. Oh, no, I got 120 right here. Very nice. I gotta go dump my sawdust. Insane in the grain, dude. Look at this drawer, dude. That's so dope. And I wanted to go all the way to 220 with this one. How did that go? That was like that. Like this. Like this. Like that. There we go. Hey Nikki, thanks for stopping by again. It's good to have you hanging out, dude. I'm about to oil this one. If you want to just hang out for a couple more minutes. Let's see this one get oiled down. Yeah, it's going to be a few minutes to get this one oiled. One quick little. Now it's ready for the oil. This one's going to be amazing, dude. I'm telling you. With the fucking Obsidian drawer pull, buddy. Actually, let's see if I can just get this knocked down right there. That's better. Okay, now we are ready for the oil and time to glove up. Yeah. Everybody tuning in, thank you for being here, hanging out with me on a Tuesday night in the shop while I try to make 30 of these boxes in 2 weeks. I'm headed to a show in Napa on December 7th. It's called the Higher Artisan Festivus Gift Fair. I'll be selling these boxes and a couple other things, so If you're around Napa, come visit. There's information available for that on my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Cobb Mountain Woodworks. On all those platforms has a post with an address for that event. We're going with some tongue oil finish on this one, guys, because I've been really liking the look of this tongue oil finish. Yeah, let's get that reveal like right up in your face, dude. Dude, look at that grain pop. Holy smokes, man. No way. Unreal, dude. Unreal. This is that rare madrone burl that I was able to get off that lady on Facebook, dude. That is... Holy smokes. I don't know if the camera's picking up this grain, dude. Oh... Here's the moment of truth, dude. The front with the crack. Oh, God, that's so badass, dude. No way. Unreal, dude. Unreal, dude. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I really like wood, dude. And this is one of my favorite parts. The whole thing is this reveal here. That's incredible. That is just incredible. I told the lady I bought the wood from that once I got a piece done, I would send her a photo of it. Dude, that's incredible. Holy shit. Holy cow. Look at that, dude. What, dude? Dude, almost done. Oh, wow. Look at this grain. This was some expensive chunks of wood, dude. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the tongue oil into all these. Maybe a Q-tip or something? I can do that tomorrow. Now, I guess I could soak this and... That's insane. Yeah, Mike, I'm glad I decided to just go with the whole wabi-sabi thing on these ones, dude, and just, you know, let the wood tell the story of its age, dude. This is an ancient madrone burl from an ancient madrone burl wood, dude, so, like, it's gonna have these things to it, you know, like, why try to hide it, dude? Dude. That's fucking smoking hot, dude. And I think by the time I'll be able to afford to go see the lady that had this wood again, she'll probably be sold out of it. I don't really see this stuff lasting very long, you know? Dude, that's incredible, dude. I don't know if the camera's picking up this grain, but like it's going everywhere. Here we have our drawer with an obsidian drawer pull, dude. I'm so excited about this one. Like, this is what I was thinking about at work today. Just coming home and doing this, you know what I mean? That's, get some simple. Yeah, there's the front of the drawer with the obsidian. I think that worked out. I think it worked out. Guys, if you're watching, I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers, so throw me a subscribe if you want to help out. It would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm in here every night, getting excited about wood, dude. Yeah, that's incredible, dude. I think tomorrow when I have a little more time, I'm going to come through here and get all these little grub holes and stuff that are in there with the oil just to preserve the wood. All right, let's take a gander at this sucker with the drawer in, huh? There it is, guys. The thing we've been laboring over. That is just incredible, dude. I don't know if I can sell this, guys. This might have to just go on my nightstand. That's insane, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I can sell it. I don't know, dude. Look at that. Look, the cracks running through it. That looks insane, dude. Oh, hold on. We got to do one of these. Whoop. Dude, easily the best one I ever made. Easily. I know somebody would want to buy this one, but like, I don't know if I want to sell this, dude. That's how I ended up with the big giant walnut cutting board in the house too, because it's like I made it and I was like, I can't sell this big ass fucking badass cutting board, dude. And I kept it. But I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm definitely going to take it with me to the show. And so people can check it out, dude. This is the next level build right here. I am fucking stoked. I think I might have to start watching my language on the YouTube, right? I don't like that. I don't like that foul language on there. Maybe another coat of the tongue oil tomorrow, guys. Oh, let's get one more look at this. Incredible, dude. That wood is so nice. And that's why it's so expensive. Look at that right there. Well, guys, I'm going to call it for the night. Nikki, thanks for sticking around for the reveal. I bet you're glad you did. Wait till this one gets oiled. This is going to look super dope oiled too, because you can't see it on the camera, but this grain is also just insanity. So I'll try to get that oiled up tomorrow. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming out once again. I'll be back at this tomorrow night about 7:30 Pacific. I have a bunch of these that I have to make. And yeah, so thanks again for tuning in. Nikki, Mike, good to see you. Take it easy.